Yeah, but I would like to add some comments about Alex Lee because you may not have known Alex Lee or read about him, because unfortunately he passed away 10 years ago at the age of 60. But I want to tell you how Alex Lee, we call it the Alex Lee spirit, which is also the Gerakan spirit. The spirit of promoting Malaysia as a multi-racial country, as a country for all Malaysians. But more importantly, he actually has a very interesting background. His father was actually the first finance minister of Malaya, Tun H.S. Lee. Some of you living in KL, you may know there's a road named after Tun H.S. Lee, the first finance minister of Malaysia. And he married a German lady who is the daughter of the finance minister of Germany. Alright? Somehow they met, maybe at the finance minister's meeting, so the two young persons met at that time. And her name is Irene. It's actually Irene, I-R-E-N-E, but pronounced in German is Irene. Unfortunately, Puan Sri Irene could not be with us because we actually postponed this program by a few weeks, and she's now overseas, right? But we have communicated with her. She still lives in Malaysia, and she is very much very concerned and very interested in this program. Now, what I would like to add about Alex Lee is that he was in the forefront of reform movement in Malaysian politics in the early 70s. Yeah? And together with our former president, Dr. Lim Keng Yek, he actually joined Gerakan in the year of 1973. Yeah? And he was actually the Treasurer General of Parti Gerakan, being a banker. He came from a banker's family. And so he was able to help Gerakan to grow from the 70s onward until we could actually contribute at both the federal level and also the state level, including in Penang. And he was a very famous lawyer by training. He went to Cambridge University, excellent scholar, very good command of English. Every time we have some party document, we will say, hey, Alex, you go through the draft and put your Cambridge English in it. Okay? So our documents in those days, until his untimely death in 1999, was mainly, he contributed a great deal. I said his untimely death was because he actually died while diving, you know. So at age 60 he was still diving, but accident happened, and you know, unfortunately took away his life. Otherwise, with his health, with his strong will, he would have contributed tremendously in the last 10 years and in future. But nonetheless, we all remember him, and we want his spirit to go on. But I want to tell you a story which was not told. It was only known in the sports circle. You all know about Nicol David, right? Nicol David is a big name today. World champion, many times, right? It was in 1996 that Alex Lee, at that time, he was leading the Squash Racket Association of Malaysia, SRAM. And I was the chief minister of Penang at that time, 96. During that period, it was Alex Lee who told me that, look, Koon, you have a great potential in a very young girl, you know, in Penang. Because I was, although I was involved in football association as a president and all that, I wasn't paying much attention to squash. then he was the one. He always would, whenever I came to KL and there was a squash tournament on, and Nico was playing, he would take me there. Say, look at her, look at how she played, you know? Because Alex Lee himself was also a very good squash player, right? Then he would tell me, well, what is good about this very young girl? And it was at that time then we decided to, SRAM was already promoting Nico, yeah? And Nico was actually emerging as a potential world champion by that time, yeah? And it was because of Alex's encouragement that in Penang, we actually extended a small squash complex into a huge international squash center, yeah, with all the good coaches, you know, to coach Nico David, her two sisters, also very good squash player, although not of international standard, as well as many young squash players later on. So we have a batch after batch. You know, you must have heard of the two sisters. There are two pairs of sisters. One is the Li Wen family, and the other one is Nabila Arifin family. So they all emerged as national players out of that. So it was actually that kind of dedication, you know, to promotion of what? Promotion of excellence, the best, all right, the best for Malaysia. And it is this commitment that has driven Nico David today to greater heights, all right? And you know, just a few weeks ago when she won her championship again, you know, I SMS to her and her parents. Her father was also a great footballer. You know, in fact, his nickname is the Spider-Man. You know why the Spider-Man? Because he was a great goalkeeper, you know, and he behaved like a Spider-Man. National player, national goalkeeper, as well as Penang goalkeeper. So that strive, you know, that quest for excellence must always be in us. Whatever we do, wherever we are, we must tell ourselves that we want to be the best, and we must do our best. Although, no doubt, there are many other people who are very good, and they may be better than what we are, and they may be better than what we think is the best, but we accept that as a fact of life, okay? But nonetheless, while we are at it, we want to strive. We want to strive to be the best. And that's why we, within the party, we set up this Alex Lee, in a way, memorial award for Alex, but the spirit of excellence, the spirit of to be the best, of striving to be the best. And I believe that this is what will eventually make Malaysia and make all of us a great country and a great nation or community. The concept of Bangsa Malaysia, Anak Malaysia, yeah? And it is also one of the 8 values of that the Prime Minister has promoted, the concept of excellence, the concept of meritocracy, and we are trying to drive that change. Change is definitely being driven now, and we want to see the change coming through the spirit of excellence. So tonight, we would like to honor all of you and to actually encourage all of you to do even better. In fact, not only doing your best, you must do better than your best, right? Even if you achieve the top, you can say that, well, still not good enough. You must always tell yourselves. And this is the spirit that we want you to carry on in your life. And I believe that if you do so, you are going to be able to contribute a great deal to yourself, your family, and our country. Yeah? And with that, the spirit of One Malaysia is also the spirit of caring for everybody. And we hope that that spirit will drive all of you and all of us to much better performance in the future. Very much. Satu hati. And we hope that one day you will join us to struggle for a fair and just society. A very long-standing struggle. Thank you.